Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good?
Nah, I'm just Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Double A Ron.
Mars in the building.
Y'all didn't think we was gonna be back, huh? Y'all was like, these motherfuckers said they're gonna be back next week.
They probably was like, oh, these guys gonna take another hiatus.
They're gonna be on break for another 6.5 months.
Man, we ain't trying to disappoint. We back at it.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay consistent with it. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Shenanigans.
Man.
It's your boy, Double A Ron.
And again, Mars is in the building.
I know I said that twice.
Yes.
But I'll be lollygagging. It is what it is. Are we gonna leave it in there?
Well,
Probably.
Yeah, it's gonna stay there.
But anywho, this episode, we just shooting this shit. But yo, I was driving down the highway. First of all, happy Friday night, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy
It's been
Friday
another
night.
week. You know what I mean?
Another hard, long week.
You know what I'm saying? It's been another long week.
At least
You know
for
what I'm
most
saying?
of us.
It's a long weekend this weekend. I hope y'all got Monday off. And if y'all don't, I wish you the best.
Not me.
Yo, I was driving down the highway, right? And I saw something that I don't want to say it was concerning to me, but it let me know that we are in a different era as far as men go.
Okay.
And we seem to be in the era now where if a man break down on the highway and it's just a little tire issue, I see a lot of men wait for AAA to come to put their spare tire on.
Yeah.
You been noticing that?
Yeah. Honestly. But some people, they just be like, well, I pay for it.
Which I mean, yeah, I
It's
understand.
understandable.
But not for a tire, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to make the attempt.
You gotta make the attempt.
You got to make the
You know
attempt.
what I'm saying? Like, we seem like we getting away from, like, the manly men. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anytime I had a tire blow out on the highway, I just jump out real quick, throw my shit up in the air, change the tire.
Yeah. And then try to find a spot to get you a whole new tire.
Get me a whole new tire or get that motherfucking plug. But nowadays, men just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just call AAA right quick.
Yeah. That 2 to 4 hours that you'll be waiting for AAA, you could have already put it on.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I be wondering, because you wait like an hour and a half, 2 hours for AAA to come to do something for you, and
they take forever.
and when they get there, they only there for like 5 minutes. They throw your shit up in the air real quick, put their tire on, and then like put the other tire in the back, and you be like, damn, that only took 5 minutes. So you wasted 2 hours.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes of work that you could have did by yourself and just been on your way. Is it laziness? Is it because men don't want to get their hands dirty no more?
I think it's laziness, man. Motherfuckers got lazy. Like, legit. I mean, first of all, if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, then clearly you need to stay in the house. But, like, I just think it's pure laziness now. I think some of these dudes, after COVID, like, all that shit just went down. Nobody want to work. Nobody don't want to put in extra hours. And nobody don't want to change their tire. So,
yeah. I only say that because, like, I hear a lot of men screaming, like, you know, alpha male. Or like, you know, a man's male. Or what you call them? You know, the guys that feel like they gotta dress a certain way, you know.
macho. Like one of the macho
one
shit.
of those macho men.
Yeah.
High value man. You call yourself the high value man, but you can't get out your own car to change your tire.
They're too busy getting those Amaris and them Balenciaga shoes dirty.
You want to be the alpha male, but you won't get out to put your spare tire on. You gonna wait for AAA to come. But you the high value man. You the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? You the man of the house.
You got to. Yeah. That's what it is, man. But you know what? I just got my nails done.
You know what I'm saying? He just got his cuticles done. I mean, he put his clear nail polish on.
I just had a manicure not too long ago.
You want to tell you how much of a man he is, but he won't get out and change his own tire?
Yeah, man. That's real though. Like, yeah, to kind of just see that on the side and you just witness a guy just sitting in his car. You thinking like, okay, maybe like his car like broke down. No, it's just a flat tire.
Even guys that won't diagnose their car themselves no more. Like if something's going on with their car, they're not gonna be like, let me see what's wrong with my shit. I might have to go AutoZone. I might have to go to Advanced Auto, get me a little part, put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it go wrong, what they do? I need to tow it right to the dealer. And if your car is in warranty, by all means, do so.
Man, going to the dealer is just too much money, man.
If your car don't got warranty,
you shit out of luck.
And you shit out of luck, the last place you should be doing and sending your car to is the dealership. Because we don't want to hear you complain about how much it cost you to get your shit fixed when you could have fixed it yourself.
Yo, and they be robbing you, man.
It's a lot of men that don't want to get their nails dirty, though.
Yo, man.
But it's a lot of macho men out here painting their nails now, so,
Yo, we was just talking about that. Painting their nails, putting Supreme on their shit. I'm telling you, man. It's just, that's real, though. Like, a lot of us don't do the things that we used to do or we're supposed to do. Or we're inclined to pretty much do. Yeah. No like, real self-independence no more.
In the crib, like, if the toilet wasn't working, you know what I'm saying? You go to the hardware store, you find whatever part you need, you get the
just fix that shit yourself.
Nowadays, maybe like the toilet don't work. Did you call the plumber? That's what's
up. The hell I need to pay another dude to fix my shit. Like, if I can fix it myself, I'll do it.
I'm wiping my little mustache. I got some Henron on my mustache right now.
Henron.
You know what I'm saying. Anyways,
a little VSOP on the deck.
But even now, like, we're in the era now of side chicks and side niggas. Like, but side chicks and side niggas is you got the side niggas being worse than the side chicks now.
Yo. The sad part is, like, most of them dudes, they fall in love with, they're supposed to play their role as the side dude, but they end up falling in love with the chick that they, messed around with.
You feel me?
They're supposed to be the sneaky link, you're supposed to play your role as
the honeycomb hideout.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the side dude. Play your role.
Play your role.
Like, if you're supposed to be a secret, stay a secret. Don't be falling for, like...
You heard Escape, nigga?
Yeah.
You heard a little secret.
Mm-hmm. As you say that, right? Yo, you don't realize the songs that you listen to until, like, you get older. But, like, yo, that's what she mean? Oh,
and I said that to say, I listened to that song for the first time. Shout out to Escape too. They used to be hot back in the 90s.
Yo, they was killing it.
Don't ask what happened to them now. But that song came on. I never knew what that song meant when I was a kid. And then in the era of side bitches and side niggas, you like, oh,
okay.
That's what they was talking about.
I got you. That's what you mean. Y'all been doing this shit back in the day. Okay, I see y'all. Damn.
They were doing that shit back. But it was easy to have a side chick back in the day, right? You could have a side chick back in the day. She lived down the street. You'll never know.
Exactly. Social media was not existing.
It's non-existent,
so,
man.
Like, dude can have a family 7 miles down the road.
You know what I mean? Like, or even if they was cheating on each other, side chicks and side niggas back in the day, they knew their place.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's crazy.
Nowadays, most niggas be in it with they significant others, though. You ever see that shit?
Yo, it gets messy.
You see the Instagram videos where
it gets messy, man.
Yeah, take her out, spend all your money on her, and send her home to me.
Pretty much.
And they don't give a fuck because they don't got to spend the money on her.
Yo, the sad part is, speaking on that, like, I was watching a video where this dude, Valentine's Day.
Word.
In case people don't know, Valentine's Day just passed, and, like, this dude spent money, flew his girlfriend out, decorated the room, got the roses, got the romantic lighting. And then they showed the next clip where the dude was like, yo, I did all that for you and you already texting other dudes. And you know what her response was? She was like, "Well, I'm just more interested than them dudes than you." I would have went to jail, people. I would have went to jail. I would have been Ike Turner to the fullest.
Yo, because then that just begs the question: then what the fuck you doing here then?
Yeah, for real. Well,
why you here?
Well, she got everything. She got what she wanted.
Cause he decorating the room and shit, buying flowers.
He flew her out,
flying her out.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever they went to, whatever tropical spot that they went to, because you ain't gonna just go to some bullshit place.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna go to Miami, just to be local, or you just gonna go somewhere on the islands. Like you can go to Puerto Rico, the DR. Doesn't really matter.
But we live in that era now, bro.
Yo, for real.
Today's
the modern. I can't even just say females, but the modern day people. Yo, it's tragic out here, man. It's horrible.
It's a dog world out here in this dating world nowadays, man. Because listen, everybody's always talk about that old school love. Listen, I want to let y'all know something about this old school love, right? Because everybody thinks old school love was just like peaches and cream and roses, and I want to let y'all know something.
They went through some shit too.
Go ask your grandma.
Yo.
About all the shit that she went through when she was married to her husband.
Mm-hmm. They've been through some shit.
Ask her if they've ever been through some shit.
They've been through some shit, man. That's they've been through some shit.
Know what I mean? And then you'll figure out why we are the way we are today.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you watch that shit, even your uncles, ask your uncles what they used to go through in the 90s, what they used to go through in the 90s with their girls.
Yeah.
And they men. And then you fast forward to now and how we move and how we operate.
We move much different.
And how if the shit look funky, then it smell funky. And if it smell funky, we out of there. All right?
You know what's crazy? I would say it didn't. It's just only the time that's changed. But we kind of still move the same way, if you really think about it. Like, it doesn't really matter the generation of from our grandparents to us now. Each generation went through some shit with a significant other. It's just it's just different. We just have technology involved in most of our shit now compared to our parents and grandparents. They did
the real investigating.
They had to go out and find out, or people in the neighborhood be like, "Oh man, Miss Judge, you know your wife, she over there at Mr. Henry's house over there." People would tell, if you had
Miss Cora, your husband down here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They had to really had those people to be like, "Hey yo, just letting you know. Your wife had the bar over here with another man." So
and then they would literally have to go
all the way over to the bar
and track it over to the bar to see who they man was. And yeah, it was easy for them to say, "Oh, but your grandparents still stay together." You know why they stay together? Because back in those days, it was frowned upon to get a divorce.
Mm-hmm. And especially if you had a family too.
So you stayed with your man or your woman to save face. And then they eventually learn to love each other again.
Yeah. That's real.
Whereas today, our generation, we're in a situation now where we know our worth.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that our grandparents didn't know our worth, but they tried a lot harder.
Yeah.
But them trying harder, I feel like diminished what they thought of themselves.
Mm.
And so they didn't think that they were worth more than what they were getting.
Damn.
Which means they tried to get more out of what they had.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we know our worth. And if we see a person that ain't giving us what we know we worth, we nah, fuck that. Then I'm going to go find somebody who will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The times that's changed, man. Like you said, the mindset now is much different because we're speaking more about it. Because I know, as men, I know we were I can't say frowned upon, but we were looked at differently when we spoke about our feelings about anything when it comes to just life or in relationships. So now were expressing that thought and just be like, you know what? Like you said, I don't like this situation. I know what I can bring to the table. I'm just gonna leave this situation.
You remember when Grandma used to tell you that story? How she ran down on Granddad and his
side piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's.
I mean, and
crazy.
she only did it because somebody else called the crib and said, "Hey, yo, your husband down here in the car.
He acting a fool
He
down
acting
here.
crazy out here." And then my grandma leave her house and go and do whatever she do and catch him.
Okay.
And in that moment, she had two choices, right? But it was hard back in those days because them baby boomers was having babies. God damn, they had babies. So it's
they
like
was having families.
It's you and 8 kids,
or just you and 8 kids, or y'all.
Or is it going to be you, your husband, and 8 kids?
Yeah, because they ain't.
In those days, you gonna make it work.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I know y'all saw that. We ordered food, so we'll be back.
Oh yeah. Did you still do the hand thing?
We're back, motherfuckers. No, just playing.
Man,
listen. We was talking to y'all on some empty stomachs, and then our food came.
Right.
That shit hit the spot, y'all. Shit, what was we at? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So my grandma had to run down on my granddad. You know what I'm saying? And that was just back in the day. That's just how it was, right? So everybody's like, I want that old school love. I want that 90s love. I want that 90s love. But then that 90s love didn't come without trials and tribulations. Like,
man, that wasn't domestic violence high during that time frame?
I mean, back in the day, motherfuckers was whipping their wife's ass.
Yo. That's why they wore the typical wife beaters too.
Wore that ass.
Had the white shirt going on, the tank.
I mean, we trying to get our set back together, y'all. I'm sorry.
He's like, be mad, chicken's cold. I thought I told you to keep.
Didn't I tell your ass? You know what I mean?
Not trying to make fun of domestic violence, but yeah, shit.
And so you think of all our female cousins who looked through that, who had to live through that shit. They'd be like, nah. Like,
nobody don't want to.
Zero tolerance.
Nobody want to really deal with a domestic partner. You know what I'm saying? A person that's always putting their hands on them. Nobody want to deal with that. Not men either. Like, women be putting their hands on dudes too. Shit. Me personally, like I said, I'll be going to jail.
It's crazy too, though, because if you think about it, though, they get like people back in the day. They got together young.
Yeah, they started this shit off like,
you know what I mean?
18,
like we
shit.
go off. We live life to the fullest from 18 to about 28.
Now you got to.
You know what I mean? And then after 28, that's when we like, all right.
Because there's more. There's more out there in the world than besides dealing with somebody that's like right in front of you.
You think about all the shit. Like, yo, my mother never traveled.
Yeah.
And then you put it in perspective. My mother has had kids from the time she was 19.
Young.
Had 4 kids by the time she was 24.
Still young.
Had another one in her 30s.
Okay. Reasonable.
And was raising them.
Yeah. She didn't really get to live.
So it's like your 20s is gone because you're raising 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have another one.
Yeah, in your 30s.
And then now you're raising 5 in your 30s. And by the time you turn 40, 20 years of your life is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so you minus that 40 years to when my mother's mother had her. But she'd been married since 18.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from 18 and they're still growing themselves.
Yeah.
And so men in those times, it wasn't uncommon to see them go out and be fucking around because they young.
Yeah.
And here they are with kids, and they married, trying to adult, but still live life in their 20s. And they see all their friends that might not have kids, they might not be married, and they out and they having fun, and you like, I'm at the crib.
I gotta work a double. Because I gotta get some.
I got fucking 12 kids.
Wow.
I'm missing out on life. And here you are in your fucking 40s trying to relive your 20s, fucking up on your wife.
Yo, but that's the thing though. That's what ended up happening. Like, I think it was embedded in their heads that once you have children, like
it's over.
This is your life now.
And it's crazy too now because
it's not about you.
Even though I have a kid, like I still try to go out and
try to see the world
and live life the best I could. And that's one thing that I hated, the fact that was imprinted in their mind. It's like, once you have kids, it's over. You go to work, you go home, you deal with your kids, and you do the same shit all over again. Mm-hmm. That's not living.
No.
And I think we, as us, the millennials, are changing the dynamic, or have changed the dynamic. And we're like, no, you could still have fucking kids and still travel and still go out and still have a fucking life and still raise your kids.
Yeah. Somebody just gotta watch them.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like,
it was easy back in the 90s because, you know,
you couldn't really.
Grandmothers loved being grandmothers back in the 90s. Like, yeah.
Like I said, like when they had children, let's go with our current parents. When they had children, like traveling the world was not in their mindset. Like getting married, building a family, getting a house, like that was the dream for them.
And that was their sacrifice.
And yeah, multiple children, or just even like one or two, like that was their dream. Have children, create a family, and build around that, you know, and work on that, and then boom. I mean, granted, they'll be old bitter bastards by the time.
Get the fuck off my lawn!
Because they're like, oh man, we just came from Aruba.
Get the fuck out of here! Aruba traveling asses! Get the fuck out of here!
They'll find some way to make an insult out of it. Like,
who goes to Aruba?
The hell is over there?
On the beach.
Over there.
Who the fuck wants to go sit at the beach and relax?
We got beaches here in the damn city.
You could have went to Revere Beach, like, had you some Kellys.
And then, like, okay, let's go to our parents. Let's go to our parents, our uncles. And
have they ever traveled?
None of them. Maybe within the states.
Outside of grandma taking us to Georgia.
That's it.
Have they ever traveled?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like that's pretty much whatever individual done. Each individual, talking about from our aunts to our moms to our fathers, like they probably traveled within the states, but that's it. You know,
that's fucking boring.
So some of them didn't see the world, man. They had their family, and that's what they
and that's all they knew, right? Because so then you pass it down to our moms, right? And so now our moms are like having babies, and my mother and your mother was practically pregnant at the same time. And then here I come 11 months later.
Tell you, man, like,
and they just keep piling up.
Yeah.
And then when you turn 20, like I turned 25, and I asked my mother, like, yo, have you ever left the country? She was like, no. I'm like, have you ever been on an airplane? She was like, no. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's why I try to encourage my mother. I'm like, listen, man, like, go somewhere, man. Like, where do you want to go? And I asked her. I asked the person, I said, hey, where do you want to go? Just tell me right now. Where do you want to go? Let's try to make that happen. She has no idea.
But that's that mindset. Because for them,
all your life, and
all I know is work and kids and home. And then us who were born in the late 80s, early 90s was like, no.
Hell to the no. having children early. That's why they always embedded in our heads like, don't have children early.
And we did not.
Don't have children early. Don't.
We listened too good.
Live life. Go somewhere. Travel. Go to school. Find a good job.
Yeah.
Like all that good jazz. Like so that's why when we look at them compared to us, it's like, damn, like why didn't your mother tell you the same thing? And grandma probably did. She probably did put that in their heads, like, get a good job, you know, all that good jazz. But during that time frame, having children, creating a family was more important than, you know, than that sacrifice for a career. But you got look, but let's compare that to today's women. Now, a lot of women today are career women. So, like, yo, when you look at that shit, they're not even having children, but that's the sacrifice they take because, like, if they go for their career, they know they're taking the sacrifice to possibly not having children.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Or even getting married.
And that's why sometimes I look at, and I hate to refer to them as fuckboys, but some of them are fuckboys, man. And what I can't stand is a man who's got so much confidence, but they insecure because they might have a girl who got a career.
Yeah. But they don't, some of those guys, they don't realize that, yo, if you're in a relationship with that individual, her mindset could change. Maybe she'll take a step back and be like, yo.
But why? But I think my question is, why do women have to sacrifice in order?
Just think about it, bro.
In order to make another man feel more secure in himself.
See,
because that's what it feels like, right? Like you're like, she's like, I'm too successful, and I have a man, and he might not be as successful as she is at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this
in DR, but if she worked hard,
mm-hmm.
and she was working hard before she met you,
mm-hmm.
why she gotta dumb herself down to make you feel better about yourself as a man?
See, that's more of like dealing with a man with insecurities.
Right.
But if a woman wants, I say a woman takes more sacrifice than a man does because she has to take time off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if she wants to have a child, there's sacrifice that has to be made on her end because...
Well, not so much anymore with the Family Leave Act.
True.
Back in the day, yes. At that point,
true.
Especially if you don't live in Switzerland or Canada where, you know, they would give mothers a year off of work to be able to raise their kids and still be able to go back to work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in America,
it's not like that.
It's not like that.
No, you take your three.
Take your fucking 3 weeks, bitch, and get your ass back to work.
6 to 8 weeks and fuck back to the damn desk.
Get your ass back to crunching them numbers. Send me them TPS reports, bitch.
I'm gonna send you an email about the memos that I need by Monday. So.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, but now, because of the Family Leave Act, it makes it so that women can at least get 3 months paid off to be with their kid when they're born.
True. And the fathers, too.
And the fathers. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a togetherness now versus where it's like, all right, dad got to go to work, but mom got to be out for a couple months. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying, the world's been put on his shoulders because now he got to support the baby and the wife because maybe moms ain't getting paid from our job because they don't offer that bullshit ass jobs.
Yeah. But like I said, man, if a woman, especially a career woman, if a career woman wants to have a child,
they got to make that sacrifice, right?
They got to take the time off. They got to really understand, like, yo, I'm going to have to drop down my hours because I have to worry about another individual, a child that I brought into this world.
And it's not even that. You got to remember, women put their bodies through the ringer in order to be able to give life to another human being.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the carrying the extra weight. They back hurt. They feet hurt. They swollen.
Mm-hmm. But if that's your choice.
That is their choice, you know.
If that's your choice. You can't complain about what's happening if you made the decision.
But that's the thing. They don't never complain.
Yeah.
I think they're psychos for doing it multiple times. But they love the idea of doing it. And they'll take that risk if it means there's a beautiful little life on the end of it.
Yeah. So, but you know, it does help when both parties are in the scene. It does help, and like you said, there's a lot of there's men out there that messes up for, other men that wants to, create that situation with women, because like I said, there's so many career women that they'd rather stay with their careers instead of dealing with a dude that's gonna
But I
either
hate
try
that.
to get them pregnant and leave them, or they're gonna be ain't shit fathers.
I hate that term though, career woman.
That's how I look at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
why can't a woman be successful? Like, men don't get that delegation. Like, he's a career man.
oh no,
He gets the delegation of being successful.
I like to justify. I like to call it career woman because like you're focusing on your main goals, going to school, advancing in your career. You're trying to you want to be as successful as you have envisioned for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say career women, because those are women I say they're doing the shit.
Versus you stop and shop bitches.
Goddamn McDonald's.
You goddamn Wendy's hoes.
But somebody got to do them jobs.
Hey, listen,
Hey,
they
somebody
make
gotta do the
successful
job,
careers
man.
out of them. That's the funny part.
Yo, somebody
Actually, it's
end up
not even
owning a
funny.
franchise.
Like, they end up owning their franchise. It's a method to people's madness. That's the thing. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are people who go to work, and there are people who go to work and see opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like, man, this job is fucking easy. I could be the manager at the end of the year. And then you do that shit. Then you're like, damn, I could be a district manager. Then you do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could be a regional manager. Then you do that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm telling you, man. That's why I always say career woman, because now you're chasing your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You're chasing for the higher.
Matter of fact, yeah, I'm not gonna say career woman or career man. I'm gonna call them dream chasers, man.
Oh,
Because that's what we do. We chase the American dream every day.
That's true. Dream chasers.
We dream chasers, man. Shout out McMill.
I know, right?
But we dream chasers though, and that's the funny thing about it. We all forget that, right? Everybody says, "Oh, people come from all around the world to live what?"
The American dream.
And they chase that dream. Whether you're born here or you're not. If you were born here, what's the American dream? You're born, you go to school, you graduate, you get you a good ass job, you get that house with the white picket fence and the nice car and the family. That's what we chase, supposedly. People from outside of America, they come here for what? A better life.
Mm-hmm.
To chase that same American dream.
Mm-hmm.
There are doers and there are people who don't. I like to consider doers, career women, career men, career children, whoever, because there's children out here making careers. You know what I mean?
More money than adults.
If you want it bad enough, you'll do that shit. What I don't like is motherfuckers who make excuses.
Yeah.
I can't get ahead because America doesn't want me to get ahead. No, you can't get ahead because you lazy. Because you don't work that hard. Oh, am I shaking it? So, how would I say it? I'm so passionate.
I didn't mean to grab your hand like that, but nah, I feel you though, because like there are people that's just gonna say, but not do. You know what I'm saying? They don't back up their words, so they're just sitting there, just like, yeah, I want this and I want that. I want this to happen to me, and I want this in my life, and then you don't really work hard to even pursue it. So it's kind of like, what was the point of you even saying it?
Right.
That's like having a New Year's resolution and you did nothing.
Like, worry about losing 100 pounds and shit. What you doing to lose weight? Shit. I mean,
I'm trying to find the motivation.
You know what I'm saying? America just don't want me to succeed, man. These pills I keep trying to take, they ain't helping me lose no weight.
Be like, oh, I'm trying to save money this year, but you end up buying shit.
Word.
It's like, bro, how'd you try to save money? Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start a little savings thing, but you end up buying some shit. So yeah, you just end up being like one of them motherfuckers that's just
in the loop, man.
Like I can't call it a false prophet. That's like saying a false god. But like you just end up
you like to sell dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, you a dream seller. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that for myself, but then don't do it, and then it becomes everybody else's fault as to why you couldn't achieve it.
You gotta take accountability for yourself at this point.
Man, accountability is a hard thing for people to. I see that nowadays, man.
It's easy to point the finger.
The amount of finger pointing I see nowadays is wow.
He was like, well, it was your fault that I didn't get to work on time.
If that bus.
Like, bro, you left late.
But you're not going to account for the fact that you stayed up till 3 a.m., woke up at 8 a.m. knowing you had to be to work at 8:30.
Yeah. That sounded like me back in the day.
Everybody.